Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Best English Podcast.
Hello, hello. We are so happy you're here with us today. My name is James.
And I'm Olivia. James, today we are tackling a really big topic, maybe the biggest one for our listeners.
Ooh, okay. Let me guess. Is it that feeling, that awful, stuck feeling you get when you want to speak English?
You got it. That exact feeling, that moment where you know all the grammar rules, you've studied the vocabulary lists, but when you open your mouth to actually speak, it just
It doesn't come out right. Or it comes out really slowly, or you just freeze.
exactly, you freeze. It's so frustrating. And I want to say to everyone listening right now, if you feel this way, you are not alone.
Seriously, I think every single person learning a language hits this wall. But the good news is, and this is the great news, you can break through it.
You absolutely can. And it doesn't have to take years. With the right techniques, the right mindset, you can start speaking better, speaking smarter, and learning faster right away.
Okay, so where do we start? Do I need to go learn 1,000 new words?
No, definitely not. In fact, let's start right there. I was thinking about this. What do you think is the real difference between a super fluent speaker and a beginner?
That's a good question. My first thought is, the fluent speaker just knows all the words, and they never make mistakes.
Ah, see? That's the myth. That's what everyone thinks. But it's not true.
Really?
Not at all. Fluent speakers, even native speakers, make mistakes all the time. I make mistakes in English, and I've been speaking it my whole life. The real difference, the secret, is confidence.
Confidence. Okay. Tell me more.
Fluent speakers are confident in their ability to communicate, even when they don't know the perfect word or the perfect grammar rule. When they forget a word, they don't freeze and stop.
They just keep going.
They keep going. They find another way to say it. They describe the word. They use their hands. They use a simpler sentence. They just flow. And that flow, that's what we feel as fluency.
That's the goal, isn't it? To just talk. To have a conversation without stopping every 2 seconds to think in your head, ooh, wait, is this the past tense? Is that the right preposition? Did I sound silly?
Yes, that's the dream, to just express yourself. But here's the thing. Confidence isn't something you're just born with. It's not magic. It's something you build.
Like a muscle.
Exactly like a muscle. And today we're going to give you the workout plan. We are going to show you, step by step, some simple, easy techniques you can start using today to build that confidence muscle.
I love this. So, even if you're listening right now and you are terrified of speaking, this episode is for you.
This is especially for you. Anyone can speak better than they did before. It doesn't matter what your level is right now.
You know, there's a great quote by Winston Churchill that I always think about with this. He said, "Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts."
Oh, I love that. And it is so true for learning English. Every time you try to speak, even if you mess up, even if it feels fatal in that moment, you're
Right?
you're building that courage to continue. You're making that confidence muscle stronger.
So, what's the first step? What's our first challenge for everyone listening?
The first challenge is simple. Just start. Set a tiny goal. Your goal for today is to speak English for 5 minutes.
5 minutes. That's it?
That's it. You can talk to a friend. You can talk to your family member. You can even talk to yourself.
I talk to myself all the time. You could talk to your cat. Talk to your coffee mug.
Exactly. It doesn't matter who you talk to. The key is to just start moving your mouth and making the sounds of English. Even if it feels uncomfortable at first, just do it.
Okay, so we're starting to speak. We're building that courage. Now, what's the first big technique?
All right, so we've established that confidence is our goal, but how do we build it in a smart way? And this, James, might surprise you and everyone listening. The journey to speaking better starts with listening.
Wait, hang on. You're telling me that to speak better, I need to listen more? That sounds completely backwards.
It does, doesn't it? But think about it. How did you learn your first language as a baby? You listened. For years. You can't speak well if you don't listen well. Listening is the foundation of fluency.
Okay, I'm trying to follow. So when I'm listening, what am I doing?
When you listen, you're not just hearing words. You are absorbing everything. You're learning the rhythm of the language, the intonation.
The music of it, like how your voice goes up at the end of a question.
Yes, the music. What a perfect way to describe it. You're learning how native speakers connect their words together. You're learning how they structure their sentences, how they express ideas. You're basically filling your brain with all the right tools before you try to build the house.
Okay, I get that. But Olivia, I listen to English all the time. I listen to music. I watch movies with subtitles. Is that what you mean?
That's a great start. But that's what we call passive listening. It's kind of just on in the background. To really improve, you need to practice active listening.
Active listening. So, not just having a podcast on while I'm cleaning the kitchen.
Right. That's still good, but active listening means you are really paying attention. You are focused. You're not just letting the words wash over you. You're trying to catch them, break them down, and understand how they're being used.
So, for example, when our listeners are listening to this podcast right now, they should be paying attention to how we are talking.
Precisely. Notice how we structure our sentences. Are they long or short? Notice how we pronounce certain words. Notice how we interrupt each other.
Oh, we definitely do that.
See, just like that. Active listening means noticing all those little details and learning from them.
Okay, I'm with you. Active listening is key. But I'm still not speaking. How do I connect listening to speaking?
This is my favorite part. You connect them with a super powerful technique called shadowing.
Shadowing. Okay, I've heard of this. It sounds a little strange. Like, what am I, a shamani spy?
It feels a little strange at first, I promise, but it is maybe the most effective technique out there. Shadowing is when you listen to a speaker and you repeat what they say immediately after them.
Like, at the exact same time or right after?
As closely as you possibly can. You're trying to be their shadow. You follow their words as closely as you can, copying them exactly.
So, I'm trying to copy their pronunciation?
Their speed, their rhythm, their intonation, their emotion, everything. It's an amazing, amazing way to practice your listening and your speaking at the exact same time.
Wow. Okay, that sounds intense, but really powerful. So, how do our listeners actually do this? Give us the practical steps.
It's easy. Step 1, choose your audio. Pick a podcast, a story, or even a short YouTube clip.
Maybe a story from our Best English Podcast YouTube channel?
What a great idea, James. Yes, pick something that interests you. And super important, pick something that is not too fast or too difficult. You want to be able to understand most of it.
Okay, I've got my audio. What's step 2?
Step 2, listen to just one short sentence or phrase. Just one. Listen to it carefully. Hear that music we talked about.
Got it. Step 3.
Step 3, pause the audio and repeat what you just heard out loud. Try to sound exactly like the speaker. Try to match their speed, their tone.
And step 4 is just keep going.
Just keep going. Repeat this process. Listen, pause, repeat. Listen, pause, repeat. Do this for just 5 or 10 minutes every single day. You will be shocked at how quickly your pronunciation and your natural flow improve.
I can see how that would work. You're training your mouth to make the sounds without thinking about it so much. You're not translating in your head from your language to English.
You're not. You are bypassing that translation part of your brain and building a direct connection between hearing English and speaking English. It's all about flow.
Now, I think it's really important to say something here. When you do this, do not worry about being perfect.
Oh, 100%. Thank you for saying that. It is so important. When you start shadowing, you are going to make mistakes. You will miss a word. You will pronounce something wrong. You might sound a bit silly.
You'll probably feel very silly.
You will. And that is totally okay. That is part of the process. The goal is not perfection. The goal is to get comfortable. The goal is to get your mouth moving and speak without that long, painful hesitation.
The more you shadow, the more natural it will feel.
Exactly. I had a student, Sarah, who was so shy about speaking English, just terrified of making a mistake.
I know that feeling. So many students feel that.
We started shadowing, just a few minutes every day, repeating sentences from simple stories. At first, she struggled. She felt awkward. But after just a couple of weeks, she came to me and said, "Olivia, it's easier. The words are just coming out."
That's amazing. It's like it rewired her brain for confidence.
It did. It helped her build that muscle from the ground up.
You know, there's a great quote by Stephen Covey. He said, "Most people do not listen with the intent to understand. They listen with the intent to reply."
Ooh, that's good.
An active listening, and especially shadowing, it forces you to listen with the intent to truly understand the sound, the rhythm, the meaning. And when you understand at that deep level, speaking just becomes easier.
It really does. But here's where it gets even more interesting. Active listening and shadowing are just the beginning. They are part of an even bigger idea.
Oh, what's that?
It's our next big technique, and it might sound simple, but it is incredibly effective. It's the power of repetition.
Repetition. Okay. Olivia, I have to be honest. That sounds, well, it sounds boring.
I know. I know what you're thinking. It sounds like being in school and having to write the same sentence on a blackboard 100 times. I will not talk in class. I will not talk in class.
Exactly. Is that what you're telling us to do?
No, no, no. Not at all. When I say repetition, I mean training your brain for automaticity.
Automaticity. That's a big word. What does it mean?
It just means doing something automatically without thinking about it. Think about it, James. When you speak your native language, you don't think about how to say, "Hello, how are you?" right?
Right. It just comes out. It's automatic.
Precisely. Repetition is how you make English phrases automatic. It's like you're building little pathways in your brain. The very first time you say a new phrase, you're like cutting a new path through a jungle with a machete. It's slow, it's hard work.
I like that analogy.
But when you repeat that phrase, you're walking that same path again and again and again. And soon that little path becomes a wide, clear road, and your brain can travel down it super fast with no effort.
So it's like muscle memory, but for your brain and your mouth.
Yes, that is exactly what it is. Fluency isn't just about knowing a lot of words. It's about being able to use the words you do know quickly and easily. Repetition gets you to that point where you don't have to stop and think about the grammar. You just speak.
Okay, that makes so much more sense than just being boring. So, how do we practice this? What am I repeating? I'm not just repeating random words from the dictionary, am I?
Oh, please don't do that. No, you repeat common phrases, the useful ones, the ones you will actually say in real life.
Like what? Give me some examples.
Simple stuff like, how are you? Or what's your name? Or how's it going?
Or, what did you do this weekend? Or, I'd like a coffee, please.
Perfect. Take one of those phrases, just one, and say it out loud 5 times, 10 times.
Just say it. To the air.
To the air, while you're walking, while you're cooking, while you're in the shower. The goal is to make the phrase feel natural in your mouth. You want to get used to the feel of it.
You know, a great way to do this is what I call the mirror technique.
Ooh, I love the mirror technique. Tell us about it.
It's exactly what it sounds like. You stand in front of a mirror, you look yourself right in the eye, and you talk.
It feels so silly at first, doesn't it?
It feels ridiculously silly, but it works. You stand there and you say your phrase, I'm going to the store. And you say it again, I'm going to the store. You say it 5 times. You watch your mouth move. You watch your facial expressions.
And it does 2 things, right? It improves your pronunciation because you can see how you're forming the words, and it builds your confidence because you are literally watching yourself speak English successfully.
It's like you're practicing with a partner, but it's just you. No pressure.
And you can combine all these techniques. This is where it gets really powerful. Remember shadowing from a minute ago?
Yeah. Listen and repeat.
So you shadow a sentence from a podcast. You listen, you pause, you repeat it once. Then you add repetition. You repeat that same sentence 5 more times on your own.
Ooh. That's a double whammy. So you get the listening and pronunciation practice from shadowing, and then you get the automaticity practice from repetition.
That's the combo. And one more powerful tool for repetition, record yourself.
Ah, the one everyone hates. Nobody, and I mean nobody, likes the sound of their own voice on a recording.
I know. It's painful, but it is so helpful. It's simple. Take your phone, choose a short passage from a story. Again, you can find tons of stories with transcripts on our YouTube channel.
Okay, I've got my story.
Read it aloud and record yourself. Then, take a deep breath and bravely listen to the recording.
Okay, I'm listening.
You will hear exactly where you're hesitating. You'll hear the words you stumble on. You'll hear your pronunciation. Then, do it again. Record it a second time.
And you'll notice you sound a little better.
A little better. And then do it a third time, and you'll sound even better. It's not about being perfect. It's about making progress. And this lets you hear your own progress.
It's all about building that habit. You know that Aristotle quote? We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit.
That's so good. Speaking fluent English becomes a habit you build, not a test you pass.
I love that. Okay, so we're building confidence. We're doing active listening and shadowing. We're using repetition with phrases, the mirror, and recording ourselves. But, Olivia, I'm still feeling like this is a little bit like work.
You read my mind. That is the perfect transition because that is the next and maybe my favorite piece of the puzzle. If it's not fun, you won't do it.
Yes, haha. This is what I've been waiting for.
You have to make your practice fun.
This is so, so important. If it feels like a chore, if it feels like boring homework from school, you will always find an excuse not to do it. Oh, I'm too tired. I'll do it tomorrow.
But if it's something you enjoy, if it's something you actually look forward to, you'll want to do it every day.
So how do we make it fun? What are the techniques?
My number one all-time favorite way to make speaking fun is role-playing.
Role-playing. Like acting? Like Dungeons and Dragons?
It can be, but it's even simpler than that. It just means pretend. Act out different real-life situations. Be a character.
Okay, I like this. Give me an example. Let's do one.
Perfect. Okay, let's pretend you're at a coffee shop and you want to order a drink. I'll be the barista. Ready? Hi there, welcome. What can I get started for you today?
Hello. I would like one large latte, please, with, oat milk?
You got it. A large oat milk latte. Anything else for you? A cookie, a muffin?
No thank you. Just the latte.
Okay. That'll be $5.50. Will that be for here or to go?
To go, please.
And scene. See?
Wow, okay. Even that, just that tiny 10-second practice, I felt the pressure, but it was safe pressure. It was fun.
Exactly. It's a game, and you can do this by yourself. You don't even need a partner. You can be both characters.
Talk about talking to yourself.
Right. Pretend you're at a job interview. Pretend you're meeting a new friend at a party. Pretend you're lost and asking for directions. You write down a few simple lines and you act it out.
I love that. It feels like playing instead of studying, and it prepares you for the real conversation. So when you actually are at a coffee shop, you've already rehearsed it. Your brain goes, oh, I know this script.
Exactly. Okay, another way to make it fun is talk about what you love.
Oh, this is a huge one. If you love, I don't know, football or video games or cooking,
Yes, if you love cooking, go into your kitchen and describe what you're doing in English. Okay, first I am chopping the onions. Now I am heating the pan. I'm adding a little bit of olive oil.
you're making your own cooking show.
Why not? If you love football, talk about the game from last night. To yourself, to your cat. Wow, that was an amazing goal. The player ran so fast and...
When you talk about your passions, you're more motivated. You want to find the words. You're not bored by a textbook example about, I don't know, the history of the post office. You're engaged. You're excited.
It's like that famous Albert Einstein quote, creativity is intelligence having fun. When you get creative with your practice, when you have fun, your brain just learns faster.
You can also play actual speaking games, like 20 questions. You know, I'm thinking of something. Is it an animal? Is it bigger than a car?
Yes, or guess who, or two truths and a lie. These are all games that force you to speak, to ask and answer questions, but in a totally fun, lighthearted way.
And of course, winking. You can use podcasts and stories.
You had to get that in again, but you are 100% right. Listening to an interesting story, like the many stories we have right here on our Best English podcast channel, is fun. It doesn't feel like work.
But here's the practice part. After you listen to a story, your challenge is to summarize it.
Yes, Tell the story to someone, to your friend, your partner, or just to your empty room. This story was about a woman who found a magic key, and when she opened the door,
You're practicing your listening, your comprehension, your memory, and your speaking all in one. And it's all based on content you actually enjoyed.
one last fun tip. Change your environment.
Ooh, what do you mean?
Don't just practice sitting at your desk. Your desk feels like work. Go for a walk, put in your headphones, listen to a podcast, and then try to describe what you see in English.
Oh, I see a big green tree. A red car is driving by very fast. There's a woman walking her dog.
Exactly. Or sit in a real cafe and just listen to the sounds. Pretend in your head what you would say. It makes it feel more real, more connected to the world.
This is all fantastic. So practice can be fun, but I think we need to talk about the elephant in the room.
What's that?
Through all of this, even when it's fun, you have to celebrate your progress.
Oh, James, yes. This is so important. We are so hard on ourselves as learners. We only see the mistakes.
We really do. You could have a 10-minute conversation, make one mistake, and what do you remember?
The one mistake.
Right. You ignore the 9 minutes and 55 seconds of successful communication.
You must celebrate your wins, no matter how small. Did you speak for 5 minutes without stopping? Give yourself a high five. Did you understand a whole podcast episode for the first time? That is a huge victory.
Be kind to yourself. Appreciate your own hard work. That's what will keep you motivated to continue.
Okay, so we're practicing, we're having fun, we're being kind to ourselves. But what about the fear? What happens, James, when you're in a real conversation with a real person and your mind just goes blank?
Oh, the freeze, the block, the wall. It is the worst feeling in the world.
It really is. And I want to say it again. Everyone, every single learner experiences this, even advanced speakers. So let's talk about breaking through those speaking blocks.
First things first, we said it at the beginning, we said it in the middle, and we have to say it again. Making mistakes is okay.
It is more than okay. It is necessary, it is required, it is the only way you learn.
The number one reason people freeze is that fear of saying something wrong.
So let's play that out. You're in a conversation, you suddenly forget a really important word. What do you do?
The wrong thing to do is to freeze, to look at the floor, to get embarrassed and say, "Oh, sorry. Sorry, my English is so bad."
Yes, please, please do not apologize for learning. You are doing something amazing. Instead of freezing, just keep talking.
What do you mean? I forgot the word.
Find another way. Describe the word. Let's say you forget the word architect. What can you say instead?
I can say, the person who, designs buildings.
Perfect. You did it. You communicated your idea. The other person understands you 100%. That is successful communication. It is not about using the one perfect, precise vocabulary word.
It's about keeping the conversation moving.
Yes, just keep the flow. Don't let one forgotten word be a giant dam that stops the entire river. Just flow around it.
I had a student, Daniel, who was exactly like this. He was so smart. He knew all the grammar, but the second he wasn't sure about something, he would just freeze.
So what did you do with him?
We practiced simple conversations, and I made one rule. You are not allowed to say, "Sorry."
I love that rule.
If you make a mistake, you just have to correct yourself and keep going. Or, even better, just ignore the mistake and keep going. He learned over time that the mistakes weren't a big deal. the conversation just continued. The world didn't end.
That's brilliant. Failure is just an opportunity to try again, right?
Exactly. Okay, so that's for when you're with someone. But what if you feel blocked and you don't have anyone to practice with? How do you break through that feeling?
Ah, my favorite tool again. Self-talk.
We are really big fans of talking to yourself on this podcast.
We are because it is the best tool. When you talk to yourself, there is zero pressure. Zero. No one is listening. No one is judging you. You can make 1,000 mistakes and it doesn't matter. You can just talk out loud in English.
So what do you talk about?
Anything. Just narrate your life. Okay, I am walking to the kitchen. I am going to make a cup of tea. I think I will use the green mug today. It sounds so simple, but you are practicing forming full sentences. You're practicing verb tenses. You're practicing vocabulary.
You can also ask yourself questions and then answer them. What do I want to have for dinner tonight? Well, I have some chicken and some rice. Maybe I'll make chicken and rice.
Yes, you are practicing the entire conversation loop. Asking, thinking, answering. All in a 100% safe environment.
A student of mine, Sophie, used to feel blocked all the time because she had no one to practice with. She started doing self-talk every morning while doing her makeup.
And what happened?
She said after a few weeks, English just started to feel more natural in her head. The words were closer. She didn't have to search for them as hard.
And of course, shadowing can help break a block too.
Oh, definitely. If you're staring at a blank page and just can't think of any English words, shadowing is like a jump start for your car.
That's a great way to put it.
You don't have to think of the words yourself. You just have to say the words you hear. It gets your mouth and your brain moving again. It gets you past that stuck feeling.
Another great tip for breaking blocks is to role play the hard situations.
Ooh, so not just the fun coffee shop order, but like practicing a job interview or calling the phone company to complain about your bill.
Exactly. The situations that make your stomach feel nervous just thinking about them. Practice those by yourself.
Stand up in your living room, pretend your boss is there, and give that presentation out loud.
Good morning, everyone. Today, I will talk about our sales numbers. The more you practice those scary scenarios in a safe place, the less scary they will be when they happen for real.
It all just comes down to staying positive and persistent. You will have bad days. You will have days where you feel like you've forgotten all your English.
Everyone does.
The only difference between someone who becomes fluent and someone who doesn't is that the fluent person didn't quit on those bad days.
They just kept going. They knew it was all part of the process.
Okay, so self-talk is great. Shadowing is great. Role-playing is great. But eventually, Olivia, you do have to talk to another actual human being, right?
Yes, you do. That is the point of learning a language, after all, to connect with other people.
Right.
And that leads us to our final and maybe most important step. To get really good, you have to find speaking partners.
This is it. This is the final boss. This is where the real magic happens, when you have to listen to someone, understand them, and respond all in real time.
It's the ultimate practice. But I can hear our listeners now. But Olivia, but James, I live in a country where nobody speaks English. I don't know any native speakers. I'm too shy.
And that
is a totally normal, valid feeling? And the answer is the internet. The internet is a magical, wonderful thing for language learners.
It truly is. You do not need to live in the US or the UK or Australia to find speaking partners. There are so many websites and apps that are designed for language exchange.
You can find someone in, say, England who wants to learn your native language, and you want to learn English. It's a perfect trade.
You get on a video call and you talk for 30 minutes in your language, helping them, and then you talk for 30 minutes in English, and they help you.
And the best part is they are a learner just like you. They understand the fear. They know what it's like to feel stuck. They are not going to judge you. It's usually a very, very supportive environment.
You can also join online communities or forums about your hobbies.
That's a great idea. If you love gaming, join a gaming group that communicates in English. If you love reading, join an online book club.
You're practicing your English while doing something you already love. It's the perfect combination.
The key is to just put yourself out there, even just a little bit. Find ways to use the language in a real situation, even if it's a digital real situation.
And when you do find a partner, don't be afraid to set some rules.
Oh, like what?
Like that no sorry rule you mentioned. Or you can say, hey, can you please correct my big mistakes, but not every small mistake?
That's a really good point. If someone stops you every 5 seconds to correct your prepositions, you'll never get any flow. You'll lose all your confidence.
Right. You want the conversation to happen. You can say, let's just talk for 10 minutes, and then you can tell me the 1 or 2 biggest mistakes I made.
Focus on communication first, correction second.
Wow, James, we have covered a lot of ground today.
We really have. My brain is full. Should we do a super quick recap for everyone?
Great idea. Okay, to speak smart and learn fast, what do you need to do?
Number 1, focus on confidence, not perfection. It's all about flow.
Number 2, practice active listening and shadowing to learn the music and rhythm of English.
Number 3, use repetition to make those common, useful phrases automatic.
Number 4, make it fun. Role play, talk about your passions, play games, use stories. If it's not fun, you won't do it.
Number 5, learn to break through those speaking blocks. Use self-talk and remember that mistakes are necessary.
And finally, number 6, find speaking partners. Get out there, online or in person, and use the language you're working so hard to learn.
And through it all, be patient with yourself. This is a journey, not a race.
You've got this. Every single time you try, every time you speak for even 1 minute, you are improving. You are succeeding.
Well, that is just about all the time we have for today. Thank you all so much for joining us here on the Best English Podcast.
We really, truly hope this episode helped you feel more confident and more excited about your English-speaking journey. If you enjoyed it or if you found it helpful,
Please give it a thumbs up on YouTube, share it with a friend who might need to hear this, and of course, subscribe to our channel for so much more fun and educational content just like this.
your support and your feedback mean the world to us. You inspire us to keep creating these episodes and stories for you.
Stay tuned. We have more exciting stories and practice episodes coming very, very soon to make learning English easy and enjoyable.
Keep practicing, keep speaking, and have a wonderful day.
Bye, everyone.